Please keep putting your hands together for your next woman of Candor, storyteller,
Brittany, my best friend, someone who's like a sister to me, my ace boom coon, is graduating from high school, and like assumed, she invited your girl to a graduation. Now, if you're from Dallas, you know most high school graduations are held at the convention center downtown. So at this time, I'm about 19. I'm not too skilled. I'm not familiar with downtown. I had just got my license maybe a year before that. So I was used to driving up the street to Walmart, around the corner to Popeyes, but not downtown. I told my dad that I was invited to Brittany's graduation, and he was here for it. He wanted me to get there with no issues. My dad is known as the human GPS of our family. He is so skilled that he understands how to read those old school road maps, with the small landmarks and tiny, tiny words and squiggly lines. And I'm always so amazed at how he understands how to read those things, because to me, it looks like goobla. And I don't know what that means, but that's the point. I don't understand how he reads it. It looks like paper with silly string thrown on it. I knew not to go to my mom because, look, that woman gets lost anywhere. And if I asked her, I would probably end up somewhere in Arizona. I knew not to ask my siblings because they're my age, and to me, they don't know anything. Everybody in my family depended on my dad, the human GPS, to get us to where we needed to go. He'd throw out landmarks and other places to make sure we were good. So this time, it was no different. I went to the human GPS of the family, and I told him I was ready. Now, in 2010, I didn't have a smartphone with a GPS system attached to it like iPhone has now. So my dad helped me out the old school way. He walked up to the computer, sat down, typed in the address, printed out the directions, and handed it to me. Now, this might sound like we're in 2005, but hey, I guess we weren't keeping up with the Joneses. So my dad knows me so well. He asked me if I needed to have any landmarks or directions to help me get there, and I said no. And I arrogantly snatched the paper out of his hand, and I told him I know where I'm going. I was there the year before that for my graduation. So my dad, he said, okay, that's fine, you got it. Apparently, growing up, I was the arrogant kid who thought she knew it all. Whoever tried to help me, I caught an attitude because to me, I don't need help. I know what I'm doing. In my mind, I was always right. But don't get me wrong, I had my soft side, which I get from my mom. I love my friends. I go above and beyond for them. So keeping my word was a big importance to me. So I took the directions, I went to the room, looked over them, and I was preparing for graduation. Graduation day came. And when you could visualize a place in your head, that was me with the convention center. I knew exactly where I was going. So I get in my car, kind of nervous, but I told myself, depend on these directions and your photographic memory to get you to location. So I get in the car real crunk, had my music up, I'm 19, so I'm bumping A Millie by Lil Wayne, of course, hottest song at that time, and I am prepared for graduation. Now, I'm driving, windows down, 80-degree air blowing in the car, my hair is blowing in the wind. Everything is going fine until I hit I-30. Now, my GPS tells me to get off at a certain exit, but because I was overthinking and confused, I quickly missed my exit. My dad was right. I get turned around and confused in places I'm not confident driving in. But I told myself, look, don't trip, you could just turn around and jump back on the freeway. But because I didn't understand downtown, I didn't know it was gonna be that difficult. So I ended up exiting at a random exit, and it threw me on a whole different freeway, and I was lost. So after driving for about 10 minutes, I remember looking up at the highway sign, and it read McKinney. So I started thinking, I was close to McKinney, not understanding that it was just letting me know what direction I was headed towards. I told you I was a new driver. So I told myself, okay, don't panic. You're gonna figure out where you're going. At this time, it's starting to get dark, and I'm like, great, I won't be able to see anything. What else can go wrong? Let's just say the next thing goes wrong. My gas light comes on in my 1998 Diamante Mitsubishi. I didn't have a luxury vehicle that lets you know the gas mileage before E, so my gas light is flickering and I'm thinking, I am running out of gas like now. So all I can do is visualize myself on the side of the road, calling a tow truck, explaining how I'm stranded and I ran out of gas. But do you really want to admit that you ran out of gas on the side of the road? How embarrassing would that be? Yeah, you don't want to explain your irresponsibility of not getting gas, so that motivated me to find a gas station. So I tell myself, you are about to find this gas station. After some time passed, it is getting very dark. So let's recap. It is dark, I am lost, and my gas light is on. I tell myself, okay, you need to find a gas station. You know, I'm still crunk because I'm just trying to stay hyped and in the mood that I'm gonna make it to my friend's graduation. So I'm listening to Independent by Webby. I know y'all know that. Independent. Do you know what that means? But look, I was trying to be independent, but right now I'm lost. So I turned the music all the way down, because you know they say that helps you see better. So I turned the music all the way down, and I tell myself to focus. So after some time, I realized that I was in the hood, South Dallas probably, and I started to get nervous because all I could think about was getting robbed. One, I'm a woman, and two, I'm alone. So at this time, my mom's voice is starting to come in my head, and I remember her always telling me this as a new driver. Siobhan, you never stop at a gas station alone at night. Oh, I know, but right now, I don't have no choice, girl. I'm about to run out of gas. So I'm driving, taking a look at my surroundings, and I see men posted up along the wall at the gas station and at the door, and I'm trying to figure out how to avoid all that. I didn't want to get out the car because I didn't want to get catcalled by random men, and I just didn't want any unwanted attention. So before I get out of the car, I am having a pep talk with myself, and the conversation in my head sounds something like this. Siobhan, okay girl, you gotta focus, okay? Look, get out the car, but don't make any eye contact, okay? Also, don't show any fear because the hood picks up on that just like dogs do. So you gotta be cool, be cool. Don't make eye contact, don't look at anybody, don't show no fear, got it, check, break. Okay, those are the kind of meetings that I have in my head with myself. So I get out of the car and I am praying, do I even have my debit card on me? I'm praying, please let me have my debit card so I don't have to go into that gas station and walk back out. So I'm patting down my pockets, I am looking, fumbling through my purse, and lo and behold, I have my MasterCard. So I entered my card into the gas, put the gas nozzle in the gas tank, jump back in the car, lock the doors, check my surroundings, just like my mama taught me. She would be proud. I sat there for what felt to be 20 minutes in my paranoid state of mind, but it was really only 5. As I'm sitting there, I am looking over the directions that my dad printed out for me, and I realized that I am so off course. I'm not gonna make it to the graduation. And I felt so defeated because I really wanted to see my best friend graduate, and it ate me up that I wasn't keeping my word. I could have gone inside and asked the guy at the pump how to get to the convention center from here, but instead, I chose to hold on to my pride and miss the graduation. I learned that leaning on your own understanding could get you thrown on a path that you weren't meant to be on. Or you'll be like me and end up somewhere in South Dallas. So I got out of the car, returned the gas nozzle back to its base, and I got back on the road. I read all the signs that read south, and I ended up finding my way back home. As I'm driving, I started to think of how important this moment was for my friend Brittany. She was the baby of the family, the black sheep, and her family didn't think that she would graduate. So I ended up going home, and who was in the living room? My dad. And he excitedly asked, how was the graduation? And I embarrassedly mumbled, I got lost. My dad said, whoa, what happened? And I was like, I got lost. dad stopped and he looked at me and he busted out laughing, which made me bust out laughing. You know, I still struggle with my strong woman complex, with not asking for help or not showing myself grace, but I'm getting better. So the next day, I called Brittany and I asked her if she was upset that I missed her graduation. She told me that she wasn't. She felt all the love from everybody that weekend. Fast forward to 2016, I attended her college graduation, this time using the GPS from my iPhone.